Something on here's the cross comes in. Demarai Gray scores! One back for Jamaica. Cephas coming forward, cutting it in. Cephas saved, parried back in the middle. Jamaica scores! It's another goal back for the Reggae Boyz.
Alright, so welcome back people to MG Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing good and everything is okay. We're going to speak about Demarai Gray, and it is a tough conversation, but yet still it's a conversation that we must have and it must be discussed. I'm just going back as far as 2024 April. That makes it 32 games, 30 plus games for Demarai Gray, and 2 goals, 1 assist. Think about that, people. 2 goals, 1 assist, 30 plus. I counted 22. I don't know. Maybe I missed one. I counted 32, but possibilities are I could miss 1 or 2. Now, I'm not here to bash any player. I'm just here to discuss a player's form. I'm not here to say a player should not play. I'm not here to say a player is never good, never once good, or is not good. I'm just here to discuss the player's current form. And the current form that he's in right now, we have to reconsider the performances that we're getting. And we have to think about how are we going to get the best out of this player. Now, ideally, he so-called most persons say that he has credit in the bank, whereas he probably can get, have 1 and 2 bad games. But the question that we're starting to have now is, how long will it continue? Now, I'm not sure if anyone noticed that game versus St. Vincent, that second game versus St. Vincent, he was visibly frustrated in that game. You can see that he was really trying, and maybe in some sense over trying, if you understand what I mean. But visibly you could see the frustration, and it was taking a toll on him in the throughout the game. At some point, he just seems a little bit agitated, because I think he knows that he's not having a good time. I think he knows that the goals have dried up and it's taking a mental toll on him. No, there could be, though, an external factor which is contributing to these bad performances from Demarai Gray. Could be. Just saying, it could be. No, I'm very much hopeful. I can only speak on what we're seeing on the pitch. I can only speak on that factor of the football. I can't speak on what else, but what we're seeing on the pitch, I can definitely say it is certainly not good enough. No, many persons might indicate that since he made the sort of move, and that's a very good observation, and that's a very good case to draw forward, because most definitely the drop in performances would have came in and about or around the same time when he made that move to the Saudi League. Could it be that the Saudi League was not necessarily the right move for him on a footballing perspective? Financially it could be, but on a footballing perspective it could not be. Now we have to consider what's the level that's going on down in the Saudi League, because he's not scoring at the club and he's not scoring for the national team. Now, many might say the last good game we saw from Demarai Gray was actually versus USA, when he scored a double. But if you should actually go back and re-watch that game, you will realize that those 2 goals are what saved his game. Now, many persons reason football totally different from I do. A person can have a bad game and still score. A person can have a good game and don't score. That is football. That is football. Like, for example, a goalkeeper can have a brilliant game and concede 2 goals or concede 1. And a goalkeeper can have an awful game and still keep a clean sheet. Because that is football. Everything boils down to context, perception, understanding, how you view the game. But in my view, with Demarai Gray is concerned, I haven't seen him giving us a real good game in a long, long time. I'm not saying that he isn't trying or is not giving his 100%. I'm just saying that what I am seeing is just not good enough at this present moment. It's just not good enough. At one point, even versus St. Vincent, I have to be wondering if he's out there doing cardio. If he's out there just doing cardio. Just doing a lot of running and nothing. A lot of running and nothing. Now, let me give a perfect example. Look at Leon Bailey in the same game. Leon Bailey definitely was not having a good game. Look at his body language. Look at certain aspects of his gameplay. But 3 pivotal moments. Well, 2 critical moments in the game. He made an impact. Despite having a bad game, he was still critical in 2 moments of the game. Football is a game of moments. He was still critical. That's the reason I said down to the USA game, those 2 moments was critical for him, and he contributed in those 2 moments. But we haven't seen any since. We haven't seen any since. It's been a long while. I say all the way back to April of last year, which is almost a year now. And a couple 32 games for both for club and country. He hasn't necessarily delivered. But the big question is, what's happening with Demarai Gray? That's the big question. What is really happening with Demarai Gray? When will he find back form? When will he find back that special touch that with Demarai Gray just dropped in the Reggae Boyz squad, where basically he was outplaying everybody, he was untouchable. He was our best player without doubt, undoubtedly was our best player when he just dropped in the squad. But no, we're not seeing that. We're not seeing that magic, that spark. We're not seeing none of that. But it's an interesting topic, people. It's an interesting topic. I'm just here asking the questions. I would really, really love to see him find back that form, especially at club. And I do believe that just from the game that I saw, I think he's making some self-assessment. I believe he's making some self-assessment. But we all know it's definitely not good enough. And honestly, to be told, I believe that it can't continue. The problem is, Cephas is not necessarily a starter, but more of a finisher. Unless he starts working on his end product. That's something that Cephas need to work on, his end product. But certainly, we're going to have to now consider what's going to happen to the left side of the pitch. That's going to be the next question. Anyways, tell us what you think in the comment section. Smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys again. What next for Demarai Gray? Boy. Horrible form. Poor form. 32 games. 2 goals, 1 assist. And the 2 goals actually in 1 game. I do hope that he can find back his feet, though. I really, really do hope so. Because at the end of the day, a fully fit Demarai Gray is a brilliant player. A brilliant player. So hopefully he can find back his footing. Anyways, MG Sports TV here, people. Big up on yourself. Or out. God bless. Boom. Know what I mean? Outside.